Okay, it's kind of beginning of April. Thought I'd do a little walk around the homestead, and there's no denying I am definitely behind where I need to be at this time of year. I was ill for a week, and unfortunately it means it's set me behind with everything with work as well. What was really nice though was I came out, and my eldest daughter, who's become a bit obsessed with audiobooks and stuff at the moment, and she'd been out every day looking after this greenhouse with all the seedlings that she'd planted. So we'll just have a quick look in here. We've got broad beans ready to go out, we've got peas ready to go out, more broad beans, we've got leeks, fennel, spring onions, we've got beetroot, we've got more peas, different types of peas down there. So, you know, she's done a really, really good job, and I came out and they were looking absolutely amazing. I kind of got her into Terry Pratchett, and she was just listening to that every day, which was really lovely. And in this greenhouse, we've sown some salads. To be honest with you, some of the seed was a bit old, and that is why not a lot of it has come up. I have got some new seed. I put some more rocket in. Try and get some salad greens out of there before we put other stuff in. The rest of the garden's still kind of undercover. It has been quite cold at night here, but I think I need to now think about getting some carrots in. I've got loads of potatoes to sow, but they're going to go in the garden and also down there as well. Down here you can see I've got my raised beds in, some of them. These ones I haven't got any posts yet, so I need to put some posts in there. This, my third greenhouse. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the glass in this year, to be honest with you, or maybe for the autumn. Need to make a raised bed in there, make it like a U shape, get some plastic down, get some cardboard down, kill the weeds, and then hopefully we'll get growing in there. And these guys need to go down properly. It won't take me too long to put them in. I've got to fill them up. This is where it gets really wet, and I've had plants just rot off in the winter. So I'm hoping that bit of raised soil will just give us a bit of extra drainage and just make it a bit better. Can't seem to stop the rabbits at the moment, and they're coming from this direction somewhere. So what I'm going to do is put a temporary fence down here, I think, and just separate off this and separate off the polytunnel. They can have the middle bit until next winter, and I can sort it out properly. I think there's going to be some refencing going on. There's not much in the polytunnel, in all honesty. The children have been down here tidying it up for me and moving out some of the pots and stuff. But I have also been painting some of my beehive stuff with linseed oil paint. So that should last a long time, hopefully. But yeah, it'd be nice to get that all tidied up, get that ready for some tomatoes. Got all the tomato seedlings up in my room. We're going to sow some cucumbers. The kids have actually said to me we're going to plant some stuff tonight, and it's really, really nice. My boy has got really into flowers, so he wants to grow flowers. The girls want to grow food. So I think between us, we might have a nice summer of growing different things, especially if they stay keen. I've not seen them as keen as this before, actually, for a long time. I got a perennial kale that needs a bit of love. It's got a bit overgrown, but I will take cuttings from that and sow some more of it. Got a couple more plants down there, and in here actually I'll show you one as well. Got my sea kale. I've got about 8 or 9 plants of that, so I might dedicate a whole bed to that. So some perennial crops that we can then force in future years. The rose needs tying in around my arch. Probably wanted pruning back a bit, to be honest. Kind of didn't get round to that. The first time the air has been empty in a while. It's been lovely drying clothes outside again. I had 2 washes yesterday. Really does feel like you can get on top of things. It's quite nice. Down in the orchard, stuff is coming out into leaf and flower. Got a pear tree over there in flower. Chickens are in lockdown at the moment, so they're in their pens, not very happy. You can see this guy here is gonna flower fairly soon. Really not sure about this tree. It lost all its leaves last year, and it looked dead by the end of the year, but the branches are still green. So I just don't understand what's going on. Everything else is coming out into leaf. This one hasn't. I think it's gonna have to go. Obviously won't replace it with an apple tree there. It's a shame, it's 13 years old. It's a russet, one of my favourite apples. And we're not gonna get anything from it, but the rest of the orchard's looking quite nice. You can see the lesser calendine, kind of the yellow flower all down there. And down here, you'd think there was a swarm of bees in this willow. Absolutely mad for bees. It really is just buzzing. And here we've got my damsons as well. Do love a damson. That's a Merryweather, really nice. Boy chickens, still not got rid of them. Needs to happen. Can't keep them another year. And then down here, so this is a bit of a, I'm kind of almost regretting getting onto. It doesn't matter if I don't do anything. So we've got my 2 rows of pear trees, 2 rows of plum trees, and here I've really heavily mulched this and killed off a lot of the grass. You can see the perennial weeds poking through. So you've got your docks, you've got your buttercup, you've got some nettles. But my idea was maybe do kind of the roof stout method of sowing some potatoes, maybe sowing some quinoa if I can get that going up in the greenhouse and transplant it out here when it's a bit bigger. So that'd be really lovely to do and just get us some more kind of carbohydrates, more of our staples really, which would be lovely. Cherry trees out in blossom. And then down here, my gooseberry hedge. I didn't prune it this year. I thought I'd try and just let it kind of do its thing, then give it a heavy prune next year. It's not because I forgot. So it's about 25 gooseberry plants down there. And then up here, you've got the black currants and gooseberries as well, and they are doing really, really well. They've already got flowers on them, so I'm hoping for a good crop from those guys. Need to move this beehive that I made over to my apiary. It's just lovely, everything's lush and green and feels like spring. I would have done this video earlier, but every day's been quite windy. And although this has got a little thing on the mic, it's still quite noisy. It just doesn't sound very nice. But yeah, the grass is just starting to grow. We could really do with a spot of rain, dare I say it, to get the grass to kind of kickstart. But I'm not that worried. It doesn't have to grow too fast for me. We've not got anything on here this year at the moment, so it's fine. We can go have a look at my hedge and what we've done over here. So it's nice actually when you've laid a hedge and you've bleached it and you see it come back alive, is always a really nice feeling. So you've got the stuff I've planted, which is all coming alive. I can see everyone's living. And then we've got what I've laid. And what I've laid there is looking great. Look at this, we've got some bluebells. They must have been in the hedge before. I don't know if I've ever seen bluebells down here, so maybe it's the extra light that's brought them on. We've got some hazel there, hawthorn, a bit of blackthorn. Got my fruit tree just starting to bud that I put in. So yeah, it's looking really good. And then down here, I did manage to chip all the brash. That was quite a long day, to be honest with you. So I've got quite a lot of piles. I haven't got moles, just got big piles of wood chip everywhere I need to move. Got a lot of oak down here. Yeah, pile there, pile over there. And I've got a lot of firewood to move. So I've got this stuff, which I think probably will end up being firewood, but it's not so drastic. And then all the smaller branches there. I need to start logging this up. Probably put the transport box on that little tractor and I can lug it back and forth then. Maybe get the kids to help as well. I think I probably need to make a saw jack for that and a saw buck even. To make it a bit easier to cut so that I'm not kind of bending down the whole time. The coppice is all coming into leaf. I just love this time of year. Doesn't it just feel so different? And because I cut out all the blackthorn, it's looking really open and nice. To show you how much blackthorn I cut out of this area, that is the chip. So I don't know if it's going to come back stronger or how I'm going to keep on top of it really. But I'm going to get in there and just keep treading it down and hopefully it won't come back too strong. My willow that I've planted is looking great. So it looks like it's all coming into leaf, the basket willow. We'll look at the bees in a second. The basket willow is all looking alive. Looks like so far, fingers crossed, the rabbits have left it alone, which I like. Actually thinking about it, I need to move some willow, some branches I cut up here off of where trees are growing. Oh, I forgot about that. You can see the regrowth on these. Yeah, so I need to remove those branches basically. And this hedge, it's lovely seeing a hedge that you've planted come into leaf. And you can see the white trees, which are the damsons or the plums or the bullaces, I put in this hedge. I put 14 in every 7 meters down it, and it just breaks it up, provides us a nice little crop, and I hope when I lay it, it'll look really nice with these standards going down it, although it makes it harder to lay, obviously. I'm hoping this field gets absolutely covered in dandelions, and I'm hoping that'll give us a bit of a nectar flow for the bees. But me and the girls did an inspection the other day on the bees, and we decided that they were short on space, which is lovely. You know, this was at the end of March actually. They were absolutely jam-packed, and they didn't have any space. There was a couple of like play cells, like could have been queen cells, but I don't think they were. So what we did, we went back, got some supers, got the queen excluder, put the queen excluder on and a super on top. And I'm hoping that's given them enough space. And when I pick the girls up today from school, we're going to come back here and we are going to do an inspection, I think, because we need to check that they're not going to swarm. And we're very much considering doing splits with both these hives because they're so kind of full at the moment. And we've got spare hives. I think we could split them quite comfortably. Potentially with the thought of putting them back together later on in the season, but we'll see how it goes. So if there's any queen cells in these, just look. We'll have a look at how full they are, and then we'll kind of organise from there. The girls are desperate to have some more hives. It's really nice, but yeah, it's a lot more work if we do. But they're really keen to help. I need to top up their water actually. Yeah, it's just nice to have these guys, and they've just been. Well, I mean, you can see how busy the bees are. Absolutely, dare I say it, buzzing. So it's great, it's really good fun. Right, so I think that is a nice, getting buzzed by a bee now, a nice walk around the small holding. Yeah, so thanks for watching guys. I'm sorry I've not done any videos lately, been a bit ill, been super busy with work. I've done lots of projects where I haven't finished them, so I can't quite put the videos together, but there'll be some more videos soon, I promise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.